Hi, I'm Zack.
I'm Zubeyir.
And this is a continuation of the previous discussion that we just had. It is part 2. So, welcome back, Zubeyir. We've had some time to talk it over among ourselves, so we're going to try to present now what we've been discussing.
The question was, either Zack or I, when we wake up in the morning, we have to brush our teeth, and we have to eat, we have to have a shower, and so on. But our minds cannot find any intellectual reason behind this.
Mm-hmm.
So we just don't want to do that. All of those things.
Our heart's just not in it because we can't find any intellectual, rational reason.
We found sort of a solution to that.
Okay. This is where the but is. And there's no rational, intellectual reason for this, but my heart might not be in it, but I still want to do it. I still am longing for this tea, for example, which is why we poured another glass of tea during the break.
Yeah. Let me do that too.
So, that I think is the key.
They call this desire.
Yes, the desire. So the desires is the key. Where are these desires coming from? Where can they come from? I will give an actual rational reason, but it's going to come not from society, it's going to come from something else. Mm-hmm. So, if now I focus on these desires and where are they coming from, I see that I want this tea, and though I can't give any rational reason for drinking it, because there's none, I'm wanting it. And I know that these desires don't come from myself, because really, my heart's not in it. So why would I want something that I cannot rationally want?
Yeah.
I mean, that shows that these desire for this tea or the desire for all
I just want to get rid of all those stuff.
But
I have to.
Rationally, but once I realize that these desires are not coming from me, and they can't come from me, there's no way because my heart's not in it.
Yeah.
But I still have the desires. It means the desires don't come from me. Mm-hmm. That's where the key is.
I cannot control them.
I can't control them, and if I could, I would just get rid of them.
Yeah.
But I can't get rid of them. This is showing that there's coming from an external source.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so we've always talked about God and everything else, and we don't need to go into all the details about that. But what is the source of everything?
Yes.
We can say that we've talked in other discussions that only the absolute creator can create anything. We've given plenty of examples on that.
That's another matter.
And that does then include now my emotions, my desires.
Are also coming from?
Directly from him. Not from my mind, not from him into my mind, into me, manifesting outward, but they are coming directly from him.
How do you say that?
How do I say that? Because if I could control them, I would stop them completely. I can't really...
They're not given under my control.
Yeah, they're not given in my control, which means I don't have any control of them. It means they're coming from him.
Yeah.
Okay, they're being manifested through my desires, but I have no control of them. This is the proof that we have to go on, that we have some sort of absolute being who is giving us desires. Why is an absolute being giving us desires?
No, that's the second question then.
Yes, which is at the same time the answer.
How?
If he is absolute and giving us absolute desires, he's actually giving them absolutely. I want this tea.
What?
I want this tea. I
My
drink
desires.
Why do I continue to drink a tea? To pour more tea.
Stop it.
And keep sipping the same tea. Why do I keep doing this? Why isn't just one time enough? I take one sip and it should last me for eternity. Or I should be happy with it. I'm not.
It keeps going. Okay.
This desire is also infinite. It's absolute. To show that I want this for eternity. Mm-hmm. My desires are also eternal. I want this tea for eternity. So, everything I want, everything that I do, even if it's outward from society, but let's just focus on the tea. Everything that I want, I'm going to want this forever. I can't be happy without it. That's what I'm learning right now. So My heart can't be in it if I can't have it forever.
Hmm.
If it's going to go to nothing, I can't be happy with it. Not at all. So, these desires are given to show that I want it forever. The only solution that I can come to is that there must be an absolute source that will give it for eternity.
And to remind us that eternity exists.
And that's the other aspect of this, of these wants, always wanting something, even though we know rationally we can't provide it for ourselves, is that there is eternity. I mean, the biggest proof of eternity is that we want for eternity. As long as there is an absolute being that is around for eternity, then our wants and desires are provided eternally. And it's only through that we can give any sort of meaning to the brushing of our teeth, waking up and going to work, all the routines that we do every day, drinking tea. We actually want to do them. We have the desire to do all of them. And the only way we can make our heart want to do it is if we have this absolute being that it is going towards and who will, I guess, what can I say? Who will give us these desires.
Put it right here.
Who will give us this tea for eternity. Who will give us a recompensation for everything that we do infinitely and eternally.
But how about brushing my teeth? How can you explain it with the desires?
I want my teeth forever.
I don't want to lose them.
I don't want to lose them. That's why I want to brush my teeth. Rationally, it makes no sense because I'm going to lose them anyway. But I have a desire to keep my teeth.
Yeah.
Now, the fact that
I have a resistance of decaying teeth.
Yes, exactly.
Teeth.
I don't want it. That desire is coming from the absolute source. So the same thing. Now, there's a wisdom behind me losing my teeth, and it's to give them value in the first place. Otherwise, if I were to never lose my teeth, I would never understand the value of my teeth. So as long as I have an absolute source who will give me my teeth back for having brushed them before, I can be happy.
Yeah.
Under no way can I be happy with anything that I do. Yeah. That's how I understand it. You can make this example for every other act that we do throughout the day. That's my understanding, though.
I have another question.
Okay.
But let's keep it for another discussion.
All right, that's fine.
Let's hear what's your opinion.
Thank you very much for listening. Hope to hear from you soon.
See you next time.